This is Kayla Akins from Kakis Publisher blogspot.com and Kakis Publisher at YouTube videos, short videos. Anyway, this is the volume 2, chapter 4, The Drought Edges, the Thirst for Freedom, from the Captivity of Judite series, volume 2. This is the author and publisher. And let's go. Let's read the chapter 4. Limited water availability affects agriculture, fishing, and clean drinking water, leading to food and water scarcity. The severe drought that hit the Amazon had a profound and multifaceted impact on the region, affecting agriculture, fishing, and access to clean drinking water. As the water levels in the Amazon River continued to drop, the intricate balance of life in the rainforest was disrupted, leading to widespread food and water scarcity. Agriculture, a cornerstone of sustenance for the communities along the river, was among the first to suffer. The fertile land that once produced bountiful harvests now lay parched and barren. Farmers who would depend on the river's abundant water supply for irrigation found themselves grappling with the harsh reality of drought. Crops withered under the relentless sun, unable to thrive without sufficient moisture. Fields that had once been vibrant with green now stood desolate, their soil cracked and dry. Judith observed the struggles of the farmers with a heavy heart. She knew that without a reliable source of food, the communities will face severe hunger. Itra, the wise eagle, urged them to consider alternative solutions. We must turn to drought-resistant crops, Itra advised. Crops that can survive and yield produce even in dry conditions. Tari, the knowledgeable owl, suggests water-efficient irrigation techniques to maximize the use of limited water resources. Drip irrigation and mulching can help retain moisture in the soil, she explained, sharing her extensive knowledge of the agricultural practices. The communities began to implement these techniques, hopeful that they would see some improvement. Fishing, another vital source of sustenance, was also severely affected by the drought. The Amazon River, once teeming with fish, now offered little in the way of bounty. The reduced water levels disrupted the natural habitats of many aquatic species, leading to a significant decline in fish populations. Fishermen who relied on their daily catch to feed their families and trade with neighborhood communities found themselves returning home empty-handed. Raj, the envious crow, suggests exploding the remaining fish stocks for personal gain, but his idea was met with stern disapproval. We must think of the long-term consequences, the amiable flamingo reminded him. Overfishing now will only deplete our resources further. We need to find sustainable ways to manage our fishing practices. Judith and her friends worked together to devise plans for sustainable fishing. They encouraged the communities to adhere to fishing quotas and protect breeding grounds, ensuring that fish populations could recover over time. It was a challenging adjustment, but one that was necessary for the future well-being of the region. Access to clean drinking water became a dire issue as the drought persisted. With the river's water level so low, many communities were forced to rely on stagnant and often polluted water sources. The scarcity of clean water led to an increase in waterborne diseases, further exacerbating the crisis. Judith, guided by the ancient proverbs she cherished, sought to find a solution. We must preserve and purify the water we have, she declared. The communities began to implement rainwater harvesting systems, collecting that little rain fell to supplement their water supply. Tari introduced simple yet effective water purification methods such as using solar disinfection and constructing sand filters. The combined efforts of Judith and her friends began to make a difference. While the challenge remained immense, the community slowly adapted to their new reality. The adoption of drought resistant crops, sustainable fishing practices, and water conservation techniques helped alleviate some of the immediate impacts of the drought. Guys, I'm having a little coffee here because this is is real recording. This is not AI, so this is fresh. I mean, fresh bread that I'm baking. You know the words. This is a real recording, and I'm real. And as I reading, I have this little coffee. Okay, back to the paragraph, chapter 4. Okay. Through their perseverances and cooperation, the people of Amazon learned invaluable lessons about resilience and resourcefulness. Judith and her friends emerged as a beacon of hope and leadership, guiding their communities through one of the most challenging times they had ever faced. The drought had tested their limits, but it had also brought them closer together, reinforcing the importance of wisdom, understanding, and unity in the face of diversity. Again, this is Kayla Akins from Kakins Publisher, blogspot.com, and Kakins Publisher YouTube videos. If you guys like it, what you guys are reading so far, chapter 1, 2, 3, 4, and then finally it's going to be chapter 5, and then that's it. No more samples available, audio samples available. And if you guys like it, please go ahead and purchase one of my books. Chapter 2 is really good, talks about drought in an Amazon for rainforest and helps the community solve their problems. Hope you guys enjoy. Have a good one.